Oh my gosh, this is so surprising. It's so surprising that the competitions MrBeast does, they were all fake. So shocking. So shocking. Well, it's not shocking to me. I'm sure maybe some of you it's very shocking, but this is just the reality. And speaking of reality TV shows, have you ever seen them? Yeah, they're all fake, mostly. Or, well, all of them. So, I don't know. Yeah, this is not shocking at all, but let's watch this video here, and it basically breaks down all the drama that's been going on with MrBeast and his gang in the last week.
MrBeast has just been exposed in a viral video, and it is getting bad. So last time we talked about the Chris Tyson situation, where MrBeast's childhood friend Chris was exposed for talking to minors in very weird ways and being a PDF file. But it turns out Jimmy also has plenty of skeletons in his closet. A recent video by Dogpack404 has gone viral titled, "I worked for MrBeast and he's a fraud," with some serious allegations made towards MrBeast. Some of them include faking his videos, promoting gambling to children, conducting illegal lotteries, rigging games and videos which involve millions of dollars in prize money, which is also a crime, not giving out the prizes that he promises, false advertising, exploitation, and a whole lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, I watched some of that video. He was basically saying either subscribe or buy some shirts for your chance to be entered into this prize pool for a car or something like that. And apparently that was kind of shady what he was doing and illegal.
And the thing is, this video did not even show up.
Wait, what do you mean most people think they're real? Well, listen, most of his population of who watches his videos, they're kids. And even a lot of teenagers and young adults think that everything that... Have you ever met someone who thinks WWE is still real and they're like 30 years old? Well, take that and the kids who watch his stuff. Of course, they're gonna think, I'm a 7-year-old. MrBeast, all of his stuff is real. They don't have the critical thinking to realize that it's probably fake. So yeah, a lot of his fan base think it's real.
In the YouTube search bar for several days despite having 200k views, which is seriously suspicious and very much looks like a shadow ban. So let's get into this video, break this down, starting with the allegation that MrBeast is faking videos.
Also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is not scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out, you can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him got through this fake door twice. This line is scripted.
A lot of the stuff that I'm seeing here already, it looks CGI. I mean, it's basically a movie production. Yeah, like a lot of it's gonna be fake. I don't watch his videos, but how could you not tell just from seeing the horrible CGI?
This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
So he has to have 1 second left before he wins. So he keeps looking at the clock. The comments were bots.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Okay, so that was a really quick montage of stuff that MrBeast is fake.
Real quick, guys, there was a story about this. It was one of the YouTuber games, not the most recent one, but it was from like 2 years ago or last year, where it had like KSI, Logan Paul. And this one YouTuber, this woman, she was like about to win. They were playing hide and seek or something, and she was going to win. But then, I don't know, they switched something up. And apparently they found Logan Paul before her, so she beat Logan Paul, but then they switched it to where Logan Paul won and she didn't win. And then she came out and I think even said or tweeted about it like, yeah, I won that, but they rigged it and cut out my scene, and they cut out certain clips, and then they showed Logan Paul winning. Yeah, so I was already suspicious that this stuff was fake.
And I think it's pretty obvious to most adults watching that MrBeast is faking his videos, and he clearly lies about it. because every video has those incredibly high stakes all up into the end. And obviously, MrBeast spends millions of dollars on his videos, so he's not going to pick somebody who like quits in 2 minutes, or he's not going to make the challenge end in 2 minutes. He's purposely going to manipulate the events, manipulate the contestants so that they're not going to quit halfway, and it's going to be neck and neck all the way up till the end for that retention. Now, the most damning allegation here has to be this guy called Mac, right? So Mac was made out to be this random person that is trying so hard to win these challenges, and everyone is emotionally invested in his success. Well, it turns out, in reality, he's just a MrBeast employee living in a mansion, and he purposely stalls out the videos to make it intense.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will not. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move
It's always
to any
funny,
old
like,
house.
think of the last few months or just 5 years, just things that come out with a little bit of digging. Like we had the Dr. Disrespect stuff, the Chris stuff, now MrBeast faking videos. It's just like with a little bit of digging, how much gets found.
Moved into a $1 million mansion. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I wouldn't want to share a bathroom.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really going to change your life.
Max, this is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to.
He's about to get
Mac,
interrogated.
let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like playing catch with my dad.
For a year? How do you make money?
Okay, so this is pretty much confirmed that Mac is an employee, meaning if he wins or loses a challenge is pre-planned out by MrBeast. And MrBeast is artificially introducing these stakes in the video, and you
So who cares if the videos are fake? I mean, I don't know. When I watched stuff like as a kid and when I watched wrestling, I thought it was real until I hit like 13. And then I was like, oh, it's not real anymore. So I just lost all desire to watch it. Complete lost. And think about like if you watch sports or like basketball or football, if you knew that it was a predetermined outcome, it would lose all interest. Like that's why the thing with the reality TV show, I used to love watching reality shows when I was in middle school, like Jersey Shore, if you guys watch Jersey Shore. And I'd be like, oh, Mike, the Situation and Ronnie, they're getting in a fight next episode. Oh my God. Oh, Ronnie got into a fight at the club, blah, blah. And then I learned it's all scripted. It's all fake. And it just, all desire to watch it had completely left. So yeah, like if you know the outcome of a MrBeast video and you know every video is built for retention and built to keep it close all the way until the very end, you just know whatever game they're playing is just going to be super close until the very end when something shocking happens. I mean, sure, there's some people who might enjoy wasting their time watching it, but
You might be saying, oh well, he's doing it for entertainment, to entertain the viewer. Who actually cares? Well, then you shouldn't be saying that your videos aren't fake because you're lying to your audience. And this leads to several other ethical issues, because when you introduce contestants that you aren't paying, right? And you get together sort of random people or YouTubers who are not part of your bullshit pre-decided scheme, then they are actually getting tricked because they're going into these challenges thinking they can actually win $1 million, but they can't because you're controlling everything behind the scenes, and the odds are not fair and are heavily stacked in the favor of one of your friends or one of your employees and shit like that. And yeah, that's obviously messed up. Now, Dogpat goes on to show MrBeast even fakes his own challenges, like, you know, being stranded at sea.
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole
Wow.
night completely soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video,
right,
this
and there's
rink
like
is
green
out.
screens. They're not even on the boat. Oh my gosh, this is like they have a whole production, like a movie production studio. Wow. And that goes to show about Logan Paul, because the recent YouTuber games, Logan Paul was saying, this is my strategy to win the game. Why would you say this is your strategy to win the game if you know it's scripted?
in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill.
Okay, so this is pretty good evidence that he's found, and honestly, I'm okay with the CGI and stuff. I understand you need that for visuals, but making people say things that they didn't say, that is just completely fake. And editing timers and stuff, I mean, you can do that or whatever if it's a TV show and stuff, but don't say it's real then. And faking your own challenges is obviously just pathetic because, when MrBeast would supposedly spend 24 hours or 72 hours buried underground or whatever, I had a little hope in my heart that, okay, at least those are real, right? And MrBeast was so insistent that they were all real, but I remember in the back of my head, I was like, oh, MrBeast is such a busy person, such a CEO, hyper-optimizing everything, and he's gonna spend 3 days buried underground or some stupid shit. So obviously I was right there, and these challenges aren't real. He's probably just, filming that part, instantly getting out, chilling outside or whatever. But I'm surprised that everybody has gone on with it. Like all these friends and all these employees, not one person had a peep out of them. Maybe he's making them sign NDAs or whatever, but I'm surprised it actually took this long. And I knew he'd be exposed by somebody close to him, like a former employee. But yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is the downfall of MrBeast.
I mean, when you have like a crew that big and you are that big in popularity, it's gonna come out eventually. Like it'll come out eventually.
Right now.
I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge.
It's kind of like the people, even with NDAs, it's like the people in government who are coming out talking about UFOs and how they were in the military and worked with UFOs and aliens and stuff. It's like, it's gonna come out. That's why all the conspiracy theories, like, well, I won't name it. You could just think of the popular conspiracy theories. Like, it always comes out because people will just, whistleblowers or people will just talk.
And that would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast, and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees, or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually...
I'm really shocked people haven't noticed that. That just goes to show how much of his viewers are kids. Like, hey, that girl, she's like friends with him on Facebook, and that's his sister or something. Or people who went to high school, like, don't they know who MrBeast's sister is? I think they were just talking about his sister. Or just see these same people in multiple videos.
somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following. And what's even worse is that the results of this video...
Oh my god.
And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money.
All right, so essentially everything is fabricated. See, the problem here is that this stuff is borderline illegal. Because, you know, what if I'm one of the contestants that actually wasn't bought and paid for, right? I imagine at least one out of these 100 person is like an actual real person here, right? And not just friends and family. So what if I'm here spending 3 days and nights here trying to win some money, and I'm taking a break from work or whatever, and then I get eliminated, and I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't win. But then I realize after watching this video,
wait, what
and
did
then
that say?
I get eliminated.
A lot of people have come out regarding the inhumane and rigged conditions during Beast games. MrBeast's new Amazon show. We'll talk about it next video, possibly, allegedly.
And I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't win. But then I realized after watching this video that the other 90% of the contestants are just your friends, your girlfriend, your whatever the heck, and they were going to win anyways. And you're scamming the legit people who came there to win some money. That is some really scummy behavior. And I gotta take the L here, guys. You guys remember Rosanna Pansino? She was this YouTuber who has been calling out MrBeast on Twitter for faking his hide and seek challenge.
Right?
And, she essentially said that she was supposed to place maybe
this was the one I was talking about.
like second place in the hide and seek or something like that. And, you know, everyone was like, oh, you're being petty. Who cares? Who actually cares, right? And I even criticized her before. But after looking into it a little bit more, she was right. If she thought she could actually, you know, win some money there or thought it was legit and MrBeast was rigging the results or whatever, somebody actually broke the rules of the challenge and stuff, and they weren't called out, but she was actually eliminated. And I've defended him a lot of times against people who would criticize his charity and stuff, but there is just overwhelming evidence now that shows Jimmy is shady as F. So I'm gonna apologize. I'm sorry, Rosanna. But anyways, moving on to...
I mean, a dude named Jimmy with a face like this, you have to be a little skeptical. And how obsessed he is with like the retention, click-through rate, just what to do right on YouTube. You know he would be obsessed with the actual games and videos itself, like rigging it. He's so obsessed with the retention and keeping that retention and the thumbnail with the click-through rate. You just have to know, like, he's going to micromanage everything in the actual game as well, since he micromanages his YouTube channel as well.
MrBeast's real-time video, which I knew would, like, that was the instant one where I was texting people like, this is fake. Like, there's no way.
This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life.
In 10 minutes,
now,
this room will explode.
And the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever. Let's assume that it's all real-time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn here, but whatever.
Camera trained celebrity.
Let's assume
illusionist.
Real time.
This guy's an illusionist and magician, the guy who's in this.
When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
On any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
They came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard.
Okay, so pretty much every video that ends at 0.001 seconds before finishing, and it's like super close, obviously it's fake, and MrBeast has fabricated that for you, making the video more interesting. Because in reality, it would probably end like 5 minutes before and randomly, and that would just be lame with no tension. Pretty sure this is not following the law, so MrBeast needs Saul Goodman ASAP, because if any of these people decide to, you know, sue MrBeast, they are going to win. They are going to win. You can prove a lot of this stuff with the evidence this guy's used in this video. So, anyways, going to win.
Like these two people who I don't know if he's saying these are normal contestants, not related to MrBeast. It's a shame because I don't think these two will even see these videos and get this far in the video of how he's rigging stuff. Like unless they have young kids who watch it on YouTube, like, dude, you see the MrBeast stuff? You should sue. They're going to have no clue, unless they sign stuff, too, that they can't sue or anything.
You can prove a lot of this stuff with the evidence this guy's used in this video. So, anyways, moving on to the one bad part of this guy's video. This should probably have been left out. He basically says the banner on MrBeast's channel, the subscribe for a cookie, is manipulative, which... It's a bit of a stretch.
Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke. It's not a real offer, but again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children who may have authorities in their life that actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement.
Damn.
And you aren't born understanding sarcasm.
Okay, just gonna be fair here, that is a bit of a weak point, but it doesn't invalidate all of the other points in this video like some people were saying. This guy has made a shit ton of good points in this video, right? I get the context he's going for because there is a lot of subtle manipulation of children going on here, especially with subscribe and you win $10,000 and it's actually just buying a lottery ticket essentially for 7-year-olds. PewDiePie has also called this out before. Keep in mind he's reacting to a Darman video, but it applies to the MrBeast one as well, which is why it's edited like that.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. 10 years of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
Okay, so PewDiePie is completely right there in saying that it's mostly a scam. The problem with these sort of giveaways is that it's extremely shady and it's never sort of confirmed that who's actually getting all the stuff and it's never properly announced. First off, MrBeast is never losing money, all right? He's like making an insane profit every single time when he does one of these, like buy my merch for a chance to win X amount of money. Like the merch sales will always make more money. It's kind of like gambling at the casino. The house never loses, right? It is always rigged so that you will be the one who's losing money.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt and some of them will get random prizes like this.
46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of those pastors at mega churches where like they just try to sell stuff to their audience, where YouTube, if you're a YouTube guru, whatever, or influencer, you have an audience to sell crap to. But the church pastors have their audience of fellow Christians, and then they'll be giving their sermon, and then at the end or during or in the beginning, they'll say like, "That's why you need to give to God. God needs it, and you'll go to heaven." And then you give in the offerings cup like $200. This is what MrBeast reminds me of.
Times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes
Selling
later
fake
go,
signatures.
Actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is going to win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to...
I mean, look at this face.
Put $1,000.
Look at this face right here. You cannot trust these people. Oh my gosh.
In your package. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream. In 5 hours, they gave away about...
Dude, that's super...
No way they were ever...
That's so manipulative as well. It's like... The people who cry poor, they just know they're not poor most of the time. Like what he says right here.
In your package. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was
He's like trying to portray to you like we're giving, we're never taking. We're gonna break neutral, we're sacrificing for your entertainment. And it's right here, the total profit.
There's no way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream. In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, "Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not..."
1 in 1,600 orders get a prize. Wow.
not even gonna make a profit. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
Honestly, really good points here. I'm really shocked that actually took this long for someone to call MrBeast out on these things. Instead of calling him out for charity, which is completely idiotic, this is the sort of stuff we need to be talking about, because this is somehow getting past the legality, right? Because this is on YouTube, and all of the stuff he's doing is pretty much illegal if he was doing it on TV or traditional media. Even on YouTube, it's a weird gray line, okay? So I don't know if...
You have to think, too, all the charity stuff that he does is a tax write-off. You can write that off on your taxes, all the volunteering and charity works, which he also makes money off of because he films it and uploads it and gets views and ads and sponsors on his videos. So he's making money making the videos of him doing charity work, which is also a tax write-off.
Any lawyers watching, you want to go ahead and investigate this? When you promise the audience that, oh, next person that buys it in 5 minutes wins $10,000, and then you nonchalantly say, whoops, changing that, actually the next person in the next 2 minutes. Like, you're just changing the rules every single time. What about the person who specifically bought after 5 minutes after you said, just to try and win some money or whatever? They obviously got scammed, right? Now, it's very loosey-goosey, as you can say, but this is why it's in that legal gray zone, right? Anyways, this next part doesn't have as good evidence as the rest of the video because it's just Reddit, but it's a bunch of people essentially saying that they got scammed by MrBeast. They either didn't get their prizes or they were tricked into spending money or something like that.
They only signed large t-shirts, so when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt. They kept saying things like, buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win, and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. Reading all this really upsets me because I received it. This person...
Watching MrBeast 24-hour stream, this little kid here is still tweeting about it. Like, I didn't get it. Where's my prize?
Is still tweeting about it to this day. Reading all this really upsets me.
But you even put the... 883 days ago, I won a MacBook Pro. Please get this to Jimmy ASAP. First time watching and supporting MrBeast. However, due to the lack of communication, I was never contacted by anyone on how to collect my prize.
Person is still tweeting about it to this day. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they said things like, buy now and you will get prize or money. And I received...
Well, if this is a true person, a real person, this is your fault. This is, what's the phrase? What's the phrase where it's like, the people who survive are the smart ones and people who die are dumb ones, but it's the financial version of this. This is an example of the financial version of this. I don't have the money and I need to feed myself and house myself, but I'm going to buy 5 of MrBeast's shirts in case I might win a MacBook, which is a 0.00001% chance.
2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MB and one with a heart and one with a smiley. I was hoping for at least a couple things for Christmas for my family. And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people are independently claiming the same things.
Okay, so I know some people might say that, well, if you're stupid enough to spend money on this, you deserve to lose it. But, think about it, right? It's probably some kids who are just begging their parents to buy this merch, right, for a chance to win their money. And then the parents are not really looking into it that much. Oh, my kid wants to buy some MrBeast merch and, can possibly win some money. Just go do it, right? And then they get disappointed when they didn't get what they expected. And that one guy mad about it for, 883 days? Absolute legend. That guy is gonna haunt your grave, Jimmy. Now, this next part, somebody actually forges MrBeast's signature on stream. And that was one of the reasons people were buying the merch, to get a signed MrBeast jacket or shirt or whatever. And that's just fraud, isn't it? I don't know.
So here's a clip of Tyler using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious? You don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle memory.
Hey!
MB, Mr. Beast. So this is Mr. Beast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by Mr. Beast. It's just got the MB, but that means it's signed by Mr. Beast. That's obviously his, Mr. Beast. This is so cool.
Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up and immediately looks into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, Mr. Beast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie.
Don't worry, guys. Mr. Beast is just too busy faking videos and defending Chris Tyson to actually sign his own hoodies that his fans are buying. This is so flippin' scummy. Now, every signed Mr. Beast item is worthless because it could just be somebody else forging your shit. So this is a really, really bad look, right? Now we gotta talk about Feastables, right? I remember Mr. Beast saying that this was a healthy chocolate bar with only 4 ingredients, right? And then this—
But yeah, of course, if you look into Feastables, I'm sure there's something about it.
doofus changed it into the same diabetes-causing bullshit that every other chocolate brand seemingly does and loaded it with sugar. This absolutely sucks.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff
Of course, he has to spin it as like he's doing a good thing. Like, I'm selling chocolate because that's what my audience, who are 10-year-olds and below, like, but it's healthy chocolate. It'll cure your diabetes. He has to make it so positive. It's like, dude, no, you're just selling chocolate to kids. Like, come on.
Now in 2024, Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more
Oh, and that's what you do too. Like, you can release it at first, more healthy, and then once you get it set in the market and people know of you, you then flip up and you just quietly change the ingredients when eyes aren't on you anymore. So the eyes aren't on them anymore. Oh, it's healthy. Quickly switch it up so now it will taste good and it's cheaper to make.
Calories per bar.
It's kind of like what they do with subscription plans. They make a really good subscription plan where it's like really cheap and you get a lot. And then once they have their built-in audience of so many subscribers, then they raise the prices and they introduce tiers of now you get less at the lower tier and you have to now pay more for the higher tier.
And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month. Like, Mr. Beast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or
Did you know this guy is also wearing a police uniform?
not.
People are just walking to the chocolate aisle and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
You're creating a new market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
I'm bringing non-obese people to the chocolate aisle. What a hero, Mr. Beast. Also, 30 grams of sugar per bar. Dude, that's almost as much as a Coca-Cola can. What the freak? Do not buy this absolute dog shit that he's calling a health food. FYI, I really hate sugar. Sugar nearly ruined my life, all right? Part of the reason I nearly died a couple of years ago from health issues was sugar. So when someone like Mr. Beast claims to release something healthy, tricking everyone into buying it, and then changing it back into something extremely unhealthy, even more unhealthy than the brand he's constantly shitting on, Hershey's, that is
What did he
tricking
lose?
everyone into buying it. And then like Mr. Beast claims to release something healthy, tricking everyone into buying it, and then changing it back.
Yeah,
Claims
sorry, he just-
do not. I really
he
hate
lost the
sugar.
lawsuit,
Sugar
it
nearly
said.
ruined my life, all right? Part of the reason I nearly died a couple of years ago from health issues was sugar. So when someone like Mr. Beast claims to release something healthy, tricking everyone into buying it, and then changing it back into something
Mr. Beast loses D's Nuts legal battle to company behind D's Nuts. He was ordered to stop selling his D's Nuts branded chocolate bars after losing a trademark infringement dispute.
extremely unhealthy, even more unhealthy than the brand he's constantly shitting on, Hershey.
Sorry, because I interrupted the guy. He said what I said of like, he just changed the ingredients back to something extremely unhealthy. Also, look at these eyes, dude. Like this dude's eyes, his eyes, his eyes. Man, you know they're just riding a wave of evil.
Hershey's. That is some sinister shit, okay? So, I don't know, bro. F you, Jimmy. I'm done defending this guy, all right? I'm actually mad. I've made like 50 videos defending this guy.
Dude, you can also watch my other video. Well, I had another Mr. Beast video from like 5 months ago where it was about him going into Walmarts to find his Feastable bars, and they're not there. Like, they're not stocked, and he's like, oh, where's my Mr. Feastable bars? Then he goes into the back stock area, gets the boxes that has his chocolate bars in them, and then he stocks the shelves himself. And then he's like, oh yeah, I stocked it myself. And then later that day, they were all sold out again.
All right, next time you get called out for your shit, you're on your own. All right, in fact, I'm going to be calling you out. By the way, guys, there's actually some leaks where allegedly MrBeast was part of the Discord where Chris Tyson was sharing his prawn with minors, all right? So yeah, that's very interesting, Jimmy, so we'll be discussing that next video. Anyways, Dogpack has left us with this very last ominous sneak peek.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Now act a little surprised. Like be like really shocked with your mouth open.
Yeah, that is some sociopath shit. But anyways, that's basically it for today.
Oh
Let me
my
know
god,
this
I
video
can't.
changed
Reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Now act a little surprised. Like be like really shocked with your mouth open.
Yeah, that is some sociopath shit. But anyways,
that was a Papa John's delivery guy, and he's, dude. Oh my god, if I was that delivery guy, I'd be like, dude, shut up.
That's basically it for today. Let me know if this video changed your opinion on MrBeast or what you guys thought about it in general. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Jeez. Well, yeah, that whole MrBeast thing. I'm very curious to see if this will be the end of MrBeast. Most likely not, because I doubt the 10-year-olds and under will watch any of these videos. I mean, you have to think though, they have to go to YouTube probably and see these recommended videos, but they probably just don't care to watch them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Give this video a like or dislike. Subscribe if you want. That'd be cool. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. How do I stop this? Oh, I remember. Forgot my hotkey for a second.